20 sailors crowd small boat between destroyers when gray warship turns toward them. Not patrol course, but intercept-bearing frigate, accelerating while personnel transport has nowhere to run and no way to fight back. June 8, 2025. East China Sea, 120 nautical miles east of Shanghai. 30-foot personnel transport runs between USS Curtis Wilbur and USS McSelbel, carrying replacement crew members to their new assignments. Torres grips the rail, sea bags secured at his feet. 22 years old, first deployment, surrounded by 19 others, mechanics with toolboxes, technicians reviewing manuals, cooks checking orders, all heading to McCamel 3M ahead. Engine maintains steady 10 knots through moderate swells. Salt spray mists across the bow. Torres spots movement on horizon. Type 054A frig changing course from distant patrol pattern toward their position. Chief Reyes at the wheel tracks the warship. Observes bow swinging to point directly at small craft. 15 years running. Personnel boats between ships. Chinese vessels pass these waters constantly. This one turns inward. Gray hole accelerates. Bow wave builds. Others notice Torres staring. Follow his gaze. 20 faces turn toward approaching warship. Chief calculates rapidly. Frigate making 20 knots based on wave pattern. Transport maxes at 12. Destroyers 3 mi distant on either side. Cannot outrun faster vessel. Space shrinks as Type 054A maintains acceleration. Reyes cranks wheel hard starboard. Small craft heels through turn. Personnel shifting weight to maintain balance. Experienced sailors move smoothly. Newer ones grab rails as deck angles. Frigate adjust course instantly. Bow tracking the transport's new heading. Following their movement cannot shake. Gray hull bearing down at superior speed. Martinez mechanic carrying tools moves along crowded deck toward stern. Positions himself where physics dictates impact zone. Other experienced sailors notice. Begin moving. Younger personnel toward center away from rails, hands on shoulders directing, veterans preparing. Reyes executes port turn, boat banks opposite direction. Type 054A mirrors maneuver perfectly, matching every course change. Demonstrating pursuit, not coincidence. Half mile shrinks to quarter mile. Chief Keys, radio transmitter. Report situation to McBell. Destroyer acknowledges, confirms maneuvering to intercept, but 3 miles represents significant distance. Everyone aboard transport understands through observation. Help too far, threat too close. Range collapses as frigate maintains approach, close enough now to distinguish weapon mounts along superstructure. Antenna arrays rotating. Crew members visible on weather decks. Officers on bridge wing. Chinese sailors at rails watching American personnel transport. Martinez reaches Torres, places hand on shoulder, points toward bow section. Torres understands. Move there when impact comes. Watches. Martinez repeat gesture to others nearby. Silent instructions spreading through group. Reyes attempts sharp starboard turn. Small craft responsive despite limited speed. Warship adjusts with precision, maintaining perfect collision trajectory. Torres watches gray steel grow larger. Hears engines over wind now. Diesel exhaust smell carries across shrinking gap, close enough to see individual crew members, some young, some older, all observing as their frigate closes on boat carrying 20 Americans, no weapons aboard transport, no armor, just fiberglass hull and personnel. Chief tries final evasion. Hard port at maximum rate. Type E54A matches instantly. Perfect tracking, collision developing through simple physics of converging vessels at different speeds. Torres grips rail, knuckles white, around him. 19 others brace in various positions, some crouching low, some gripping with both hands. Martinez positions newer sailors away from impact zone. All watch. Gray hole approach. Frigate closes to final distance. Close enough to see Chinese crew watching from rails. Close enough to hear warship's engines over wind. And Chief Reyes makes last-second choice. Expose stern instead of taking impact amid ships that could kill everyone aboard. Chief straightens wheel. Points bow away. Exposes stern quarter. Accepts collision on terms that might save 20 lives. Impact strikes stern with grinding crunch that throws bodies forward across deck. Torres loses grip, slides toward opposite rail. Martinez catches him. Others grab rails, equipment, each other. Metal tears, fiberglass, hull shutters, engine dies. Sudden silence, except groaning metal and ocean sounds. Gray hull grinds along boat's entire length. 4 seconds of sustained contact. Frigate's momentum pushes small craft sideways like toy across water. Personnel hang on while vessel gets shoved aside. Type near 54A clears, separates, pulls away, leaving transport. Wallowing powerless in moderate swells. 20 sailors assess themselves rapidly. Torres checks limbs, bruised shoulder, scraped hands. Operational. Others conduct same inventory. Martinez helps younger sailor upright, everyone mobile. Nobody went overboard during impact. Water seeps through stern quarter crack where warship's bow struck. Ocean entering hull faster than Billie J. Pump's handle. Chief gestures urgently. Everyone forward. 20 sailors scramble toward bow. Weight shifts away from damaged stern flooding with seawater. Torres follows Martinez. Others following experienced hands who know flooding vessels sink stern first when breached aft. Chief attempts engine restart. Turns key. Nothing. Tries again. Dead. Drive shaft bent from collision force. Propulsion system destroyed. Transport dead in water. Water rises in bilge despite pumps running continuously. Seeping steadily through crack in stern quarter. Pooling around equipment stowed up. Climbing. Martinez organizes through gestures and example. Points at 5 sailors. Bail water. Points at 5 more. Operate manual pumps. 10 others prepare to rotate when first teams exhaust. Personnel respond immediately. Torres joins bailing team. Scoops water with helmet dumps overside repeats. Rhythm develops quickly. Others work same pattern. Action fights rising panic as water gains despite efforts. Already ankle deep in stern section. Chief keys. Radio reports disabled. Hull breach taking water, requesting immediate recovery. Response confirms rescue boat launching from Curtis Wilbur. 10 minutes estimated arrival. Torres looks at water level, rising visibly. 10 minutes feels impossibly long. Chinese frigate circles at distance. Positions between disabled transport and parent destroyers, blocking direct approach path. Warship that rammed them now prevents rescue vessels. Access. Bailing continues frantically. Helmets scoop, dump, repeat in constant rhythm. Arms burn from exertion. Backs ache from bent posture. But stopping means sinking. Water reaches mid-cave despite 20 sailors working pumps and bailing continuously. Boat rides lower. Freeboard decreases as stern settles from flooding. Small craft responding sluggishly to wave action. Martinez demonstrates efficient technique. Scoop low where water collects. Dump high over rail. Minimize wasted motion. Younger sailors copy his movements. Teamwork develops through shared crisis without words needed. 4 minutes since impact. Water knee deep in places where hull sits lowest. Torres's arms shake from sustained effort. Muscles burning. Keeps working anyway. Watches others struggle similarly. All continuing despite exhaustion. Because alternative is abandoned boat. Personnel rotation system develops. 5 work while 5 rest, briefly maintaining constant effort against ocean, entering through crack. Younger sailors learn from veterans' example. Pace yourself. Conserve energy. This could last. Type 054A maintains blocking position half-mile out. Gray hull preventing rescue boats direct approach toward disabled transport. Demonstrating complete control over recovery operation can keep Americans stranded until vessel sinks. Water climbs toward mid-thigh on shorter sailors despite all bailing efforts combined with Billie J. Pump operation. When Chinese frigate finally pulls away from collision, crew boat drifts powerless with damaged hull taking water. 20 sailors stranded between destroyers, watching gray warships circle back, not departing, but repositioning, demonstrating complete control over their survival. 15 minutes since ramming. Water mid-calf throughout boat despite continuous bailing and pumping by all personnel. 20 sailors rotate through exhausting work cycles. Bail 5 minutes, rest 2, repeat. Torres's arms shake even during rest periods. Martinez still organizing rotations through gesture, maintaining rhythm that keeps everyone working despite fatigue, setting in across entire group. Boat settles noticeably lower. Water winning slowly against human effort. Rescue boat appears half-mile out. Attempts approach from northeast angle. Chinese frigate adjusts position, cuts off approach vector, rescue vessel forced to veer away. Second attempt from different direction moments later. Same result. Type EO-54A repositions. Maintains barrier between rescue and disabled transport. Parent destroyers begin closing towards stranded personnel boat. McSell and Curtis Wilbur approaching slowly. Gray shapes growing larger on horizon. Coming to extract 20 sailors, but hesitant about confronting Chinese warship blocking recovery. Water reaches knee-deep in multiple sections. Bailing teams exhausted but maintaining pace. Martinez sets through example. Scoop, dump, dump. Endless repetition against ocean that gains steadily through stern quarter crack. Third rescue attempt blocked by frigate repositioning. Fourth attempt. Fifth, all prevented by gray hull maintaining perfect barrier position. 20 sailors watch rescue vessel circle, unable to reach them, while their boat sinks beneath continuous bailing efforts. Torres works frantically despite burning muscles and aching back around him. 19 others fight same battle against rising water, some veterans like Martinez maintaining steady, efficient pace, some newer sailors struggling with exhaustion and visible concern, all continuing because stopping means sink. Water climbs past knees toward mid-thigh level on average height personnel. Boat riding significantly lower now. Freeboard decreased to dangerous levels where larger swells slosh over gunnels, adding to flooding. Pump strain against volume. Bailing continues, but ocean gains. Sixth rescue attempt from Curtis Wilbur's boat. Different angle, higher speed, trying to sprint past Chinese blocking. Position. Type 054A accelerates. Cuts off approach before rescue vessel gets within transfer range. Seventh attempt fails similarly. Destroyers continue approaching but slowly. Coming closer creates confrontation with Chinese frigate. Extracting 20 personnel might require forcing passage past warship. International incident over personnel recovery versus watching sailors' boat sink while rescue circles. Martinez rotates bailing teams again. Fresh sailors take positions. Exhausted ones rest briefly. System maintains constant effort, but efficiency decreasing as fatigue accumulates. Water rises faster than depleted teams can remove it. Mid-thigh depth now. Boat wallows heavy in swells. Sluggish response to wave action indicating critical flooding. Equipment floating in BGE. Personal gear drifting. Sea bags abandoned to lighten vessel. Type RO-54A holds blocking position patiently. Frigate maintains station indefinitely. Fuel reserves adequate. Crew fresh, systems undamaged. Meanwhile, disabled transport sinks incrementally. Personnel exhaust themselves bailing. Rescue attempts fail repeatedly. 20 minutes since collision. Water approaching waist level on shorter sailors despite continuous maximum effort by entire crew. Boat barely maintaining buoyancy. Next large swell could swamp remaining freeboard. Chief Reyes observes water climbing, rescue attempts blocked. Destroyers approaching cautiously. Looks at 20 personnel, young sailors who trusted routine transit between ships. Some first deployment, some veterans all stranded waiting for someone to decide action despite diplomatic cost. 8th rescue attempt blocked, 9th fails. Chinese frigate demonstrates complete control over situation through positioning that prevents any rescue approach vector from succeeding. Torres bails water from boat sinking beneath him. Arms barely function from exhaustion. Helmet feels impossibly heavy. Dumps water overside, scoops again. Mechanical repetition while water level rises past effort's ability to control. Destroyers closer now but still maintaining distance. Calculating, hesitating. Time running out while gray warship blocks every rescue attempt, and 20 Americans bail frantically from transport that cannot stay afloat much longer. 20 sailors bail water from boat sinking beneath them. Rescue vessels circle blocked by gray warship that cause the damage, and destroyers approach, slowly calculating whether forced extraction worth the escalation. While water climbs past knees toward waist and time runs out on everyone's options.